This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Stephen Icon.
So to follow on from yesterday's video, which in a nutshell is all about, there's rumours floating around that a member of Team Fury paid a member of Team Wilder to spike Deontay Wilder's water on the night of the fight, which is why he's feeling sluggish and all this, that and the other. And Tyson Fury's gloves were loaded. Apparently a doctor can confirm this and all this kind of stuff. So most people, including myself, okay, this is just internet rumours. People in damage control, Deontay Wilder fans, of course, they're deep in their feelings. A lot of these guys are very bitchy, very catty, and they do lie a lot. And some of them have fadges instead of knobs. Now, what I didn't know about when I made that video is things that I've learned since, is that apparently it wasn't just some guy over on Instagram putting this stuff out. It was actually channel uploaders, Deontay Wilder protection channels, where they were coming out and saying that they spoke to Deontay Wilder. Now, I was given 3 names of 3 channels, and I know all 3 of these channels, which I don't watch, by the way, but I know that they have a history of lying. Damage control is in their DNA. They're very, very girly. But what they're saying is, now, I don't know if it's one of these channels or all 3 of these channels, or maybe more, I don't know. But apparently it's coming direct from Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder spoke to somebody or multiple people and said, I have proof that a member of Team Fury paid a member of my team to spike my drink. That's what Deontay Wilder is saying to them. And there's proof that Tyson Fury had metal in his gloves. Now, is it something I can believe that Wilder would say? Yes. Because, again, it's very, very bitchy. He's in damage control himself. He can't accept the fact that he got humiliated and bounced up and down off that canvas several times. He can't accept it, which, if you're a Wilder fan, you must look at that and go, well, that's a bit worrying, because clearly he's not looking at changing anything with his style of fighting or tactics. If he truly believes that he got spiked, or if he truly believes that Fury had loaded gloves, then that's the things he's going to look at to make sure it doesn't happen in the third fight. So what's going to happen? He's going to get battered again, isn't he? But a couple of things that I didn't really think about until recently, when I heard that apparently it's actually Wilder putting this out. Now, first of all, if you're a channel uploader, you're a YouTube creator, and you're putting this content out there, and you're not citing a source, first of all, that's illegal here on YouTube. It's bad practice, and you could be struck off for that. But also, you've got to be pretty confident that if push comes to shove, Wilder is going to release his own statement confirming this. Otherwise, you're just a liar, to add up to all the other lies that you've previously been told. Because if a boxer tells me something, then I'm not going to release that information unless I know for a fact this boxer is going to have my back if shit hits the wall. I'll give you an example. So Dillian White, he calls me up a couple of months ago, and it's true, this story, by the way. And he calls me up. We're having a general conversation about life and just many, many different things. And while it's not for the channel, it's just like a private conversation. I asked him about the Andy Ruiz Jr. fight falling apart. And he says, well, we tried to make the Andy Ruiz Jr. fight. We offered Andy Ruiz Jr. $2 million to fight in the UK or $5 million to fight in the US. This is the information that Eddie Hearn gave Dillian White. Okay, it turned out that it was, the US one was $4 million, not $5 million. Okay, so I said to Dillian, is it okay if I put out that information? Can I release those numbers to make it, to show people that you were trying to make the fight, you're not ducking Andy Ruiz Jr. He went, yeah, go for it. So I did. So in other words, I had permission to do that. If he said no, then you know what? No video would have come out. If I hadn't have asked him, then our conversation, that part of that conversation, would remain private. For me, I ain't no paparazzi, okay? I could sit next to Eddie Hearn and he could be on the phone and I could overhear the full conversation of, we've just made Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and the fight's going to happen in August the 26th or whatever it may be at Wembley Stadium. I could hear that, and I know for a fact, if I do a video and broadcast it, I'm going to do massive, massive numbers. But I didn't have permission to put it out there. So therefore, I will keep quiet about it. And there's quite a few situations where I've known things and I've kept very, very quiet. I will never do anything that would break the trust of somebody telling me something. So I can only presume that Wilder has given these guys, or one of these guys, permission to put this information out there. Now, a couple of points. First of all, if they can prove that Deontay Wilder was spiked, then again, yes, Tyson Fury, that's one of many reasons that he could be prosecuted, get kicked out of the sport of boxing, and do some jail time, because it's attempted murder, is it not? Okay, so is Wilder trying to go down that route because he don't want to face Fury again? Maybe he's spoken to a team member of his to try and take the fall. Say, yo, can you say this? Because I really don't want to fight Tyson Fury again, and I just want to get him stripped. I want that loss on my record erased. Can you say that a member of Team Fury paid you? So again, we can go down that angle if we really wanted to. But it's criminal activity. So if all of it's true, then it's criminal activity. But again, we have to look at it and we have to be brutally honest here. Wilder, you picked up that water and you put it to your mouth. So those people around you in your team, why are they all there? You should only have people around you who you trust. Look at Tyson Fury after the Vladimir Klitschko fight. He refused water that he wasn't 100% sure was okay. After the Deontay Wilder Part 2 fight, he's at the press conference. You've seen Andy Lee offering him some water. He asked where it come from. And Andy Lee said, I'm coming from over here, at the front there. It's unopened. He went, no, I don't know where it's coming from. And he refused the water, even though he was thirsty. Because he didn't want to be failing any kind of PED test. Wilder should have had that same energy. He should have had it. And if anybody is in his team who are moles, then he should have figured them out a long time ago. He's had 10 world title defenses. He should know by now. Don't trust anybody. So again, that's going to have to fall on him as well, because you are responsible for what goes into your body and what isn't. I mean, his wife, doesn't she go to the fights? Give her the water. Let her in charge of the water, because she ain't going to spike him. These are the simple little things that you do. As far as the loaded gloves, apparently Tyson Fury, he had metal in his gloves. A doctor can confirm this and that. So again, first of all, we need proof of all this. But if Tyson Fury did do that, it's unlikely. But again, we have to look at a member of Team Wilder. JD's, his manager, promoter. Somebody who would have Deontay Wilder's best interest at heart, you would think. Because he was in the changing rooms with Tyson Fury. Overseeing Tyson Fury get his hands wrapped. Overseeing the gloves. He's checking the gloves himself, even though that they're all being checked by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. He's there, he's overseeing all of it. He's there the entire time. So if anything was untoward there, they would have seen it. He would have seen it. So what was he doing? If they managed to do something, why didn't he see it? When Tyson Fury got to the ring, why did the referee not notice it when he was checking the gloves? And he did check the gloves. Go watch the fight back. You can see that he checked both fighters' gloves. No metal objects were put into those gloves. If there were, he would have noticed. In the fight, when the fight finished, the gloves get handed straight away to the Athletic Commission, and they will also have checked. So there's plenty of different things. Why didn't Wilder fail a PED test when he did the immediate testing after the fight? And all fighters have to do that. I was sat next to Lewis Ritson in his last fight after he defeated Robert Davis Jr. I was sat there in the changing room with him while he was waiting to be tested. So all fighters go through this. Wilder would have had that as well. Apparently he struggled to piss into a cup. But he got tested, so therefore something would have come out. And if something was there, is it a case of VADA? Did they give him a pass? Does Deontay Wilder have some kind of therapeutic use exemptions that he can take certain things and it's okay? Are they giving him a pass even? So if he has been spiked and he passed VADA, something needs to be questioned about that one, does it not? Are VADA not testing correctly, or are they giving Deontay Wilder a pass? Which one is it? But for Wilder to tell these YouTubers this information, rather than go straight to the courts or straight to his lawyer, or maybe he has, maybe something's going on behind scenes that Tyson Fury is currently being investigated. We don't know about it, because it hasn't hit the mainstream media. But if he's going straight away to a YouTube channel, that's very girly, that's very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. Especially when you're telling channels who are perpetual liars. I mean, what kind of damage control are you in here? Because these kind of allegations, if it turns up, because these guys, they could be legally questioned by Tyson Fury's team, Bob Arum, Frank Warren, MTK Global, and so forth. They could question them, could sue them hard, because you have put things out there that are not true. So they're going to have the backup of Deontay Wilder, because these allegations are Tyson Fury could go to jail for this, because it is attempted murder. That's how it can be seen. You're spiking somebody's drink. You're lacing up your gloves. You're doing all these kind of things. You're paying people on the opposing team to sabotage. You're cheating, essentially, is what you're doing. It's one thing to lean all over your opponent. It's another thing to punch your opponent on the back of the head, which are not, of course, the Queensberry rules. That's one thing. That's all separate. You get away with until the referee stops you. But these extra things, they're criminal. He could be in a hell of a lot of trouble if Wilder can prove it. But these channels are going to have full confidence that Wilder will back them up, that Wilder will come out with these statements. And you know what? If Wilder does come out with these statements, something's going to have to happen with Tyson Fury. As much as I ain't no damn fan of Wilder, and I'm a massive fan of Tyson Fury, I can't condone that kind of behaviour. But I do not believe that Tyson Fury's done something. This is a serious, serious allegation here. I don't think these uploaders know about it, because they've been getting away with it so far. But there's a point where you won't get away with it. You can have an opinion, you can create a theory, but you can't put things out there as fact without some kind of source. You can't. Anyway, you all drop your thoughts below about it, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next video.